Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Joey Tehan and I'll bring you through my CA for my DevOps. So as you can see, well hopefully you can see, we have my AWS console, the home section, and then this is my GitHub. I need to change my name, I know that. So as you can see, I've done a lot of edits in the last week or so on the project, just trying to test it out. We have the actual code itself. So this is a project I just ripped straight off Moodle. The only changes I've done to the code was just adding the port so it can run on the port 3000 and starting the server. And it prints the server as well so that I know it's running. Other than that, the code's the exact same that I got off Moodle. And this is the index page. This is going to be what I will be editing, and we'll see that now. So if I go back into my Amazon here, we have EC2. And then I'm going to go into my instances. And here we have CA1. So CA1, I have it all set up here. We have the Elastic IP. I'll copy the IP address, paste it in here, and here we are. So we have the simple application, coffee, tea, milk, add more. That's just a regular, as I was saying, that's a regular Moodle code. So if we go back into my instances here, and if we want to connect, instant connect. So we're going to connect here, and this is going to bring me to my instance terminal, which I'm going to edit the code now. So I'm going to edit the code on my Visual Studio Code, and then I'll push all the changes I make, and then go back on here and then update everything as I go. So as I was saying before, here we are here. So I'm going to explain kind of the whole CI/CD pipeline. So I've set it up where that, obviously I showed you my GitHub. I'm showing you the code now at the moment, and I'll be using PM2 as well, just to restart, just to restart the terminal, just so it's working properly. So as you can see here, we have simple application, simple application. I'll just change this to oops, CA, and just put this as Joey's. I can change to whatever. Say um say lunch. Um Orange fruit, nuts, and let's say. So I've made them changes, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save everything, and now in the terminal of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add stuff on Git. So they're added, and then I'm going to commit the changes. Git commit, um, and then say uh, final code changes. Launch that. As you can see there, one file change, six insertions, six deletions. That's perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is git push origin main. This just pushes the changes that I've made to the main branch. You should see here, bring it through it. So you can see object 7 is done. Counting the objects 100%, 7 out of 7. Compression for threads, writing objects. Grand. So there's no warnings there, which is It's good to see. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to go into my EC2 here, the lovely brand new shiny terminal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my project where the folder is in. So I'm going to say my project is called DevOps CA. Thought I'd keep it simple. So I'm going to go to that directory on my GitHub. There we are. So we're in the file now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the changes. So I pushed all the changes already. I pushed them to GitHub, and I'm gonna pull them now from GitHub onto my server. Uh, Origin main. Grand. So you can see that pretty much the same deal. No errors. Six deletions, one file change, insertions. Grand. And this is the reason why I'm using PM2, is just to kind of restart everything, just so it's just easier. So I know that everything is perfect. And then start CA2. There we have it. So a namespace, everything like that. And then what I'm going to do is hopefully I hope I've done everything correctly, so it just works. So it's all perfect. And there we have it. So we have Joey CA, the lunch, fruit, nuts, and more. And then if we go into look at this bit of a refresh. Yeah, we'll see there. So views, final code changes. There we have it. That's all the changes. So the lines in a kind of a brownie color. They're the ones before, as you've seen, and then the ones in blue are the new ones. So that's the pipeline. That's how it all worked. And then the one thing I couldn't do is you'll notice that there's no lock on this. So I tried to do the Amazon certificate way, and I just couldn't do it for the life of me. So I've explained that a bit. So I just thought the Amazon certificate would be the easiest way to get the website secure, as I'm running it from the ECT. So I just thought it would be easier, but it didn't. It didn't come to me. But basically, a quick rundown of the project. So the continuous integration, delivery, and security is like CI is the process where the developers kind of push the code. So if you're like the programmer and say the likes of Microsoft, whatever, you'd be doing it multiple times a day to back up your code. Continuous delivery is when the code is merged, but tests and stuff are always carried out on it to make it faster and just make safer programming practices. And then the continuous security CS is when obviously the security you'll see now. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the lock working, but the lock is if you're ever on Chrome or whatever, you'll see that if the lock is there, that means the website is secure, and that Google have recognized that as a secure platform. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Listen, thanks very much for watching and listening.